Triumph Racing finally announces their 250 motocross team. However, they won't be lining up at Anaheim 1 like originally promised. Welcome back to more breaking news here on Vital MX. I'm your host, Michael Lindsay, and as always, any of these features are brought to you by our fine friends at Yoshimura R&D of America. Check them out at yoshimura-rd.com. And yes, the team's actual layout, the riders they have, is about what we initially expected. They did announce today that Jalek Swoll and Ferry would be debuting the brand's motorcycles here in the US for racing come the Detroit round of the 2024 AMA Supercross Series. And there's a good reason for that. That is the beginning of East Coast 250s. That's because that's all the team will be racing when it comes to Supercross this year. There is no West Coast effort. Something we have heard rumored for a little while is that Jalek and Evan would start on East, and that there was maybe a small chance that there would be a West Coast operation with Michael Mosiman. However, that does not seem to have come together, and that means the brand will not actually be racing come A1. They are only racing 250s in 2024 before making their 450 debut in 2025, and with only having an East Coast region team, that means no racing at A1. So for the first 4 rounds of 2024, there will be no Triumph motorcycles on track. So if you don't see them at A1, that is why. Definitely a little bit surprising. We've heard that the operation wanted every extra day they could to get ready. And no matter how much planning, no matter how many high-end people, the best of the best you have involved, going racing is tough and difficult. They definitely want to put their best foot forward, and they've, I guess, decided this is the best route for them to delay and wait for the East region. Of course, Jalek Swoll has been pro now for a couple years. He originally worked with team principal Bobby Hewitt at the Rockstar Energy Husqvarna team. Bobby was the one that picked him basically out of amateurs and brought him up into the pro ranks, so he's been reunited between Jalek, Scuba, Bobby, that whole crew there. And then Evan Ferry will finally be making his pro debut, the 19-year-old turning pro for the Detroit round alongside Jalek. The team also has a third rider, as strongly rumored, Joey Savatgy will be joining the team, but due to his ineligibility for 250 Supercross and the AMA's unwillingness to let him petition his way back into the class, he's not allowed to ride a 250 indoors, meaning he will wait to join the team for the 250 AMA Pro Motocross Championship, and he'll also be able to ride the Super Motocross Playoffs at the end of the season as long as he qualifies, which, knowing Joey's skill level, he should very easily be able to do that. So the team will be 3 riders come outdoors, but only 2 for 250 East Coast. And again, without a 450, there's nowhere else really for Joey to race. Technically speaking, they could have Joey race a 250 indoors in the 450 class, but again, yeah, guys can do it. Yeah, you can set good lap times, but racing 250s against 450s really just doesn't go that well, and they're not proving much. Instead, they're going to have Joey, again, focus on getting ready for outdoors and be able to put the bike up on the podium. So again, we've been waiting for this news for a little while. We're only a couple weeks from A1, and sadly, after promising last year that they would be lining up at Anaheim 1, that is not happening. Also of interest is what the team's final look ended up being. Currently, there is no title sponsor, which is a rumor we've heard as of recently. While the MX2 team in Europe with Mikael Harup and Camden McClellan is title sponsored by Monster Energy, the US team has not gotten that same deal locked in. As of right now, the bikes are very clean and blank with just the Triumph logos. They have no energy drink or any major title sponsor. And the actual physical look of the gear is a little bit different, with the riders having Alpine Star boots, Alpine Star helmets, Oakley goggles, and Rennen gear. The Rennen gear one, we started to hear about a couple weeks ago. We were kind of surprised. We thought they might end up in Thor, like the MX2 team, but a little bit different look here with Rennen being the sponsor for the MX2 team here in the US. And also notably with Rennen, they also just signed Jeremy Sewer to compete in MXGP aboard Factory Kawasaki. So Pete Fox's Rennen company definitely making a little bit more of a push coming into 2024. Overall, what do you think of the team's lineup? The fact that they're only racing East, the fact that there is no title sponsor, how much of this is a surprise to you? What do you think of Triumph's efforts so far going into racing? Throw it in the comment section below. And as always, if you like these breaking news features, give us a thumbs up, like, and subscribe. And thanks for watching.